Alright, what's up YouTube? Thought I'd make a little video on my crf250l. It's a 2014 model. I bought it brand new. And some of my upgrades are, I got the FMF exhaust, the EJK, I got a 13-tooth front sprocket, I got, what was it, IRC Vulcan Enduro tires, and Pro Taper bars. I think that if you're going to do much off-road riding with these things, you need to do all that stuff. These bikes are pretty much worthless when they come from factory. They're really gutless. If you do all that stuff to it, you can kind of pep them up a little bit. Do a lot more off-road riding type stuff. They're great little bikes for around town. You can't get too crazy with them off-road, but you know, they'll do the trick. You can't do any kind of really big hill climbing with them. They just don't have the power. But they are really fun little bikes anyways. There's that deer again. So yeah, mostly I just do off-road riding, but I'll go through town a little bit. Mostly just, I'd say 80% off-road, 20% street. So that's why I have it set up more for the dirt. As far as highway use, they're practically worthless on the highway. I mean, you can go about cruising speed 65. I mean, you can push it and get them a little bit faster, but realistically, 65 is kind of a nice cruising speed. That's about all they're worth. And I'm only 160 pounds, and I have a backpack on, so you know, if you're a heavier guy, it'd be even worse on the highway. The suspension's okay. It's soft, but there again, if you're a heavier rider, you're gonna probably want something else. You can't even adjust this suspension. Basically, that's all you get. You can probably see right here, there's no adjustments on my forks. There's no adjustments on the rear shock either, so you just have to deal with it. But like I said, it's not too bad. It's more of a soft suspension than a hard suspension. Struggles just to get up these little hills like this. And that's with the modifications. So in stock form, it probably wouldn't even have made it up that hill at all. I'd say if you're serious about getting one, the two main things you want to get for making this thing a little better on the trails is, first of all, you're going to need a better tire. And second of all, you're going to want an exhaust with an EJK setup. And then from there you can decide if you want to change that front tooth out or not. I like it changed out with a 13 tooth front sprocket. Seems like you can get a little more use out of your 6th gear, whereas if you leave it bone stock with the 14 tooth sprocket, then kind of sucks, man. Your 6th gear is almost worthless. You can kind of use it on the highway, but barely. As soon as a gust of wind comes up, you have to drop it back down into 5th gear. You have to fight it the whole time. Oh, I also have the 12 o'clock Labs taillight with the integrated blinker system. I love that. That's awesome. Makes the bike look a lot cleaner. It's actually really neat, and I've had that ever since I got the bike back in 2014. I haven't had any issues with it. It hasn't like burnt out any of the LEDs or anything like that. And I go a lot of off-roading with this bike, so I'm always on that brake, and it hasn't had any problems, so it's a good product. I love that this bike's fuel injected. It's a nice crisp throttle. It's a little bit sluggish though for these trails, but it'll still get around. Clutch is really nice. It's a nice lightweight clutch. Seems to grab and hook up really great. They say that this bike weighs about 330 pounds, I think, factory. But of course, once you take that exhaust off, that's about 30 pounds right there that you're taking off the bike, and then you're adding back with the new FMF maybe 8 to 10 pounds. So I mean, you're really cutting about 20 pounds, I'd say, just by doing an exhaust mod on these things. But no, with that being said, even though it's a heavy bike, you can't really feel it. It's the weight is distributed really nice. It's got a very good center of gravity. my 450, which is it's a 2006 Honda crf 450R. It feels heavier than this bike, you know, and I think it's just because this one's balanced a little bit better. So, something to keep in mind. Another thing is, whenever you change out your gearing, like either one of your sprockets, your miles per hour isn't going to be accurate anymore, and neither is your tachometer. They're going to be a little bit off. So I have my little GPS thing that I put on here. I got a little mount right here for on the handlebars, and it's about a 5 mile an hour difference just by dropping that one tooth in the front. So the bike will say that I'm doing 40 miles an hour, but that little GPS will say that I'm doing 35. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it up this bike, but I'll try it. Oh yeah. Missed my trail. If anybody's wondering, this riding area is in Billings, Montana. It's called the South Hills. There's a huge little area out here for all the dirt bike riders. And then there's also a place called BMC, Billings Motorcycle Club, and they have a little spot out here too that's just borders this place. So if you're not a club member, you're not allowed to go on their property, but all this is public land, so anybody can just come out here and ride what I've been riding. I usually don't ride this bike out here. There's a lot of other places to go ride around town. But I thought, what the hell, why not? Usually I'll bring my 450 out here because I like to do a little bit of hill climbing as well as trail riding. This bike just will not go up some of the gnarlier hills that we have out here. Killed it. Whoa, that sucks. It's quite a wreck. that you liked the video. I'll go ahead and shut it off now, and I'm going to try and get some other videos posted here, hopefully sometime soon. I'll get some other videos of this bike, and maybe I'll do another couple videos with some other dirt bikes that I have too.